Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Precious, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever, so they know you rocks with your girl, though. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been here before, what it do, baby boo? Shout out to my 66 subscribers. Mwah. Love each and every one of you, my precious babies and my baby boos. Don't forget to check my description bar down below. You will find all of my perfectly curated playlists, as well as my Instagram handle at QueenPaperChaser92. No spaces, no underscores. And if you're new here, I'm your girl Presh, and this is the Precious B channel. And this is episode 3 of season 2, and just like that. So this is a What You Watch review. So we pick off what we left off, of course. Well, not where we left off, but Carrie is in the studio recording her audio book for her book that she wrote to process her grieving Big's death. And chapter 3 is hard for her because she's really seriously recounting finding Big, of course. And you know, every time she gets to the part where she talks about finding him in the shower, she chokes up, and it's a lot for her. The producers and stuff also tells her that she needs to enunciate her words better because she's swallowing her T's. So instead of her saying important, she's saying important. You know what I'm saying? So instead of it's like, this was a very important thing, it's an important thing. You know, it's important. You know, you're dropping the T. They said swallow, but it's really dropping the T. So yeah. So of course, you know, Carrie's having a moment. They're like, you know what, we'll just come back to chapter 3, okay? And so she wound up faking COVID after she wound up running into the Mitzi lady who we seen on the very first episode of season 1. And you know, she also lost her husband, and you know, she tells Carrie, you know, there are days where this is gonna be hard, and a lot of people will tell you, like, after the first year that it's rainbows and unicorns. It's not. It's that second year when you realize life is moving on, and the person you want to be able to spend it with is not here to enjoy with you. So you have to do things that helps you get by doing things that make you feel better. So of course, Carrie wound up going shopping like she always do, bought her buku shoes, and she winds up deciding to say she got COVID. So she called and tell the producer people, look, I done caught COVID, so y'all go ahead and hire an actress to read the rest of the book, okay? We wind up finding out that Charlotte and Lisa finds out that there's a MILF list at the school that the kids go to, at the high school, and they need to find out who all on that list, right? We also see that Lisa and Naya wind up getting linked up via Miranda through Charlotte, and Naya is featured in the documentary that Lisa is doing. And so while she was in the process of being unmiked because they had to go to lunch with Charlotte and Carrie, the mic wound up dropping down in her cleavage, and a sound assistant person had to like unmic her, and he had to fish it out. And Naya jokingly said, ooh, can you buy me dinner first? And after he get it out of there, whatever, he was like, if you serious about that dinner, you know, I could take you. And she was like, no, I was just joking, I mean it. And so Lisa was like, girl, what is you doing? You and Andre Rashad, y'all separated, right? Separated? Yeah. I can't think of the lyrics of that song. But anyway, so she was like, girl, look, that ain't gonna hurt nobody. So of course then we see Carrie and Charlotte talking, and you know, Charlotte checking on Carrie like, are you okay? Like, you know, I'm proud of you, but like, you know, for all that you've been through, but like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm doing good. So the girls show up or whatever, and that's when you know, Naya letting it be known she, you know, she alright or whatever. And I like the fact that we actually got to see Naya hanging out with the rest of the group outside of Miranda, because I got tired of it seeming like Naya was like this whole other entity where we've seen Seema interact with the girls. So now Naya is now in the inner circle. And of course, Lisa wound up getting the list, and she found out that her and Charlotte, or she's second and Charlotte is third on the list. And it was like, girl, what is going on? And of course, the guy wind up texting Naya, so they gonna have a little dinner. Um, Miranda is back in LA helping Shay run lines for the pilot of their show or whatever. And it's a scene where Shay's supposed to cry or something, and Miranda was like, "Come on, let's go through it again. Maybe you want to cry." And Shay like, "I don't have to cry until I'm actually right then and there, okay? Like, calm your tits or whatever." And Miranda was like, I'm just trying to be helpful, whatever. And so she wound up getting an alert on her phone, and she had like a missed call, and she was like, "Oh, I hate this damn Android." And I'm like, "Hold up, sis, Samsung ain't do the goddamn thing to you, okay? You don't know how to work that phone because you used to that iPhone. Don't you blame Samsung, ho. It's the fact you had that stupid ass iPhone, okay?" So she wound up going to get her new phone, and she walking past the tattoo shop, and she decided to go get her a goddamn tattoo. And she in there looking at robots and shit. And Carrie called her and said she got the COVID. She also told Charlotte she had the COVID. And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." She's like, "Nah, girl, I'm good," or whatever. And so, she like, look. She tells Carrie, "I need you to talk me out of getting a tattoo." Carrie was like, "Girl, I mean, you get you a tattoo, just don't get nothing crazy like you in a biker gang or no shit." She's like, "Girl, I'm not gonna get no damn tattoo on my neck or nothing." But so she gonna get the tattoo, and then we see her go to the taping for the pilot, I think, of Chase show. And so Brady calls her. She's in the line talking to Brady. Brady's like, "Mom, where you been? I've been trying to call you." She's like, "I'm so sorry, it's the stupid ass phone I had and whatever." And she was like, "Are you okay? Why you sound like you crying?" He was like, "Because what's that girl name? Louisa thought ass that broke up with that boy that broke his little heart. He down there in Amsterdam or wherever he was, distraught and something, and he almost got hit by a car." And Miranda's like, "Oh my God, what was that?" He was like, "I almost got hit by a car, and I kind of wish you did." She said, "Oh, bitch, you not finna tell that to me. Look here, get your ass to the hospital. Do you understand me? What are we finna do? Get to the hospital, and then what are we gonna do? Call me, because I'm not gonna play with you, Brady." And so as she hangs up the phone, the security people's like, "I need everybody to put their phone in a little pouch and put it on silent. There are no phones, whatever." So she decided to slide her phone in her coochie. You heard me. She slid her phone into her coochie. And so the black security lady was like, "I need your phone." She was like, "Child, I ain't got no phone. I lost my phone, and I've been happy without my phone." So she go into the taping, and they're having a scene that Miranda was helping Che read. And right as they get to the part where the hug is about to happen in the whole cry scene, Miranda phone rings. And DB, the producer, writer, or whatever, is like, "Who is that? Who had a phone? We're not supposed to have," like, freaking out. Miranda's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And Brady was like, "Yo, I'm trying to FaceTime you. What's going on?" Or I think she accidentally FaceTimed him with her vagina. I'm not sure. And so Che giving Miranda, I'm talking about the most evilest look. And it was like, "Girl, get the fuck out of here, because now we have to do it over." And then DB decided to throw shade at Che, was like, because Che's not an actor. Che is a stand-up comedian, so I don't even know if we can get the moment back. And Tony Dance was like, "Hold up, time out. Che is actually an amazing actor. Let's go ahead and give some round of applause for Che." And Tony Dance is a real one for that, because he stood up for Che, because DB had no right saying that shit about Che. So Miranda wound up getting her ass escorted out. The black security lady was like, "I believed you." All dramatic, like, "Ma'am, ain't nobody tell you white folk lie yet." Not all of them, but a good vast majority of them will tell you a bold-faced ass lie to your face. To your face, okay? So after that, Miranda leaves or whatever, and they have a break or whatever, and so Miranda calls Charlotte, and she was like, "Was I wrong?" And Charlotte was like, "Hell no, you're not wrong." Because, Miranda was like, Steve said, or I don't know if she was talking about Steve or Brady, but Brady on his way to New York, and she booked her red eye so she could get there and be waiting on him when he get home. And she had asked Charlotte, "Was I wrong?" And Charlotte was like, "No, you're not wrong. That's your child. At the end of the day, baby, that's your baby. Fuck any and everybody who don't understand. Okay? She like, girl, I'm proud of you. But please bring your ass back to New York. Carrie also told her to bring her ass back to New York. And when she bring her ass back to New York. So once she get back to the studio or whatever, Che come outside and she like, look, I'm sorry. She was like, you ruined, a family scene. And Miranda was like, I'm currently having a real life family scene. My son is suicidal. He was talking about unaliving himself. We're not playing those games, Miss Lady. And Che was like, oh wow, I'm sorry, And she was like, so I'm going to New York. And Che was like, hold on, wait a minute. What you mean you finna go to New York? And she was like, my son needs me. Or whatever. And I'm not exactly sure what all happened because I wasn't really paying attention. But I think Shay caught a whole ass attitude with Miranda. So we wind up seeing Miranda, or they might have broke up. I think they broke up. I believe they broke up. So they wind up breaking up, and Miranda, we see Miranda back in New York, or whatever, and Brady gets there, and we see that Miranda got her initials, MH, Miranda Hobbs, tattooed on her wrist, to remind herself who the fuck she is. So Brady gets there, she hugging her baby, and they reunited. So then we see Seema, because Carrie also forgot she was supposed to be having lunch with Seema and Anthony. And, they sitting there like, girl, where's Carrie at? You know what I'm saying? So, Carrie wound up texting Seema and tell her she got the COVID. So, Seema winds up showing up there in this beautiful LV mask. And she was like, girl, I ain't got COVID. And Seema was like, good. Because even though this mask cute, ain't nobody got time for this. And so she go in there and, she tells Seema what's going on. And Seema tell her Birkin got stolen. Oh, yeah, I meant to say that. Seema got robbed. She wound up trying to walk home because traffic was so heavy between her house and where she was. This dude wound up, she was walking out of her building and she got robbed. And the dude stole her bag. She was chasing him down the street. And she was like, oh my God, can you fucking help? The guy stole my Birkin. So, she told, she had called Carrie, told Carrie about it, her and Carrie was talking about her Birkin or whatever, and she was like, she was like, it was just easier for me to fake like I had COVID than to actually deal with my, deal with what's going on because I'm so heartbroken and distraught, and I've already put my friends through enough with, me and Big situation, all the crying and upset and the merry-go-round throughout the years, that now that I'm, reeling from this, I didn't want to put them through this again. And Seema was like, well, I'm new to it, so girl, you got me. I'm a shoulder to cry on. You can tell me all what's going on. She was like, but I understand, girl, because when I got my Birkin stole, I was upset. And she's like, oh, shit. I was equating that to her. I was equating my Birkin to your husband now. She said, yeah, you got it once, friend. And so she wound up getting a text from Lizette, the girl who lives downstairs. And she was like, oh, I gotta go to her jewelry thing. And Sim was like, you ain't gotta go. She was like, well, technically I do, because she's the only person who don't know that I got fake COVID. So her and Seema wound up going to the jewelry launch thing. And I believe the dude who stole Seema's purse was there robbing Lizette of her jewelry. Seema wound up pulling out her cigarette lighter that looked like a gun. Or whatever. And security showed up too late, and Seema wound up lighting her cigarette. And the man said, ma'am, you can't smoke in here. She said, are you serious? After what just happened, you ain't got no right to tell me why I can and cannot smoke. You better get the fuck out of my face. So, of course, at the end, we see Seema decide to walk home or whatever, and lo and behold, she finds her purse. And she also told Carrie, she said, I just pray he's an old school robber who just wanted my wallet and, trashes the purse. And lo and behold, that's what he did. He just stole her wallet and threw her purse away. And of course, we see Carrie at the end of the episode. She makes it through chapter 3 of her book. And so then her and Seema, they go out to have drinks and to eat. And it's these rugby players from Australia. And they're like, because they give a cheers to New York, the good and the bad or whatever. And the guy was like, oh, y'all cheers to New York or whatever. And she was like, he was like, where y'all from or whatever. And Simon was like, I was born and raised here. He was like, okay, born and raised. You want to show me around New York? And she was like, cool. So, you know, him and his homeboy come down there and they buy a drink for Carrie and Seema. And, you know, they kicking or whatever. And at the end, Carrie says she got the COVID for real. So, hopefully in episode 4, we see more of Miranda. Hopefully they bring Steve back, because I know the actor who plays Steve, he actually, if you've never seen the show Chicago Fire, he's actually on that show. So that may have been like a filming conflict, but hopefully we actually get to see Steve, or whatever, because I watched Chicago Fire, so hopefully they'll have it to where, you know, something happens with his wife, because on that show his wife has cancer, and that way we don't see his character for a minute, and then he just feels and just like that. So who knows? That's all I'm saying. I give episode 3 of Just Like That an 8, because it didn't have a lot of oomph to it. The only oomph thing that happened was Miranda having her damn phone in that taping, and Seema getting her purse stole, and Naya potentially finna go out on a date. Like, nothing really interesting happened. I mean, you know, we see, you know, Carrie's still dealing with the aftermath of her grief of the fact her husband is gone or whatever. So we still dealing with all of that. And, you know, Lizette got fired. But, I mean, robbed. But other than that, nothing really uffy happened. You know what I'm saying? So I give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it was a good episode. It kept me entertained. But it just didn't have a lot of oomph for me. So again, hopefully we get to see Tucson. He's spin a block. I'm not sure when Aiden gonna pop up on us, but I'm waiting and anticipating to see Aiden Shaw. Because that was really the love of Carrie's life. I don't give a nobody say. Aiden Shaw was really the love of her life. She was just young, dumb, and stuck on big, that she didn't see that man was the man that was meant for her. But also I feel like Carrie was low-key a little gold diggerish. But that's another conversation for another time. So anyway, y'all, that was my review for episode 3 of And Just Like That season 2. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever. Once again, shout out to my 66 subscribers. I love each and every one of you. Love you. Bye.